GunninGamerz here, Chore Log number 2, and boy does that feel weird to say that all on my own. I am missing my little helper today. It is just me, but again, we're doing this in order to get you more videos out since it is the middle of the school day right now, and Mr. Aiden is busy with that. And I want to try, I'm not going to make a commitment, but I really want to try to get a lot more of these videos. So he'll still be joining me, just not in every video. And that way, like I said, we can get more content up to you. So today, we're going to be knocking out a couple of different jobs. I've got to basically go ahead and plow field 15 over here. And I guess before that, I wanted to take you on a little ride. I am using the track IR today. I figured if I don't have my little helper with me, let's do something different in this video and throw in the track IR. We've been working on, well, Lee actually was in here. A couple of the guys been in here helping, and he got most of the field done, and I figured I was going to go ahead and finish this up here real quick since he had to take off. And there's the track IR staring at the dash there. And there we go, reset that. But yeah, I wanted to show like how much this tractor struggles with that planter. Now that planter is rated for a 180 horse. And this thing is only 145, so it's definitely missing a few ponies under the hood. It does pull it if you're trying to, you know, move up in equipment, but you don't have the money for the tractor. It can be done. However, it works the snot out of it, and you'll see right here why I say that. Let's go ahead and we'll turn our HUD on for a second. Make sure we're doing soybeans, which we are. We've got the GPS going today, and let's turn that on and turn that on. Alright, now we got the GPS doing what it needs to do here. Track IR really does work nice. We're kind of splitting right down here. I'm following the coordinates here, and we'll have to come back and get that last little strip here at the end. But the nice thing is when you're using GPS is that you don't have to go like row to row. So basically, when you come out of a row, you can skip a row or two because the tractors don't turn that sharp, and that way you can just go right into the next row. And like I said, it doesn't have to be row to row. And that's one thing I really like about it. This thing is working hard here. You're going to hear it work here. You'll notice we do have crop destruction on. Like I said, we're trying to play with our servers as hardcore as we can get them. There we go, we'll turn that on. Hopefully we get all of it there. Yes, we did. Alright. Looks like it's getting it on that side and that side, so we're doing pretty good. All I gotta do is sit back and let the GPS do its thing. We're gaining a little bit of speed going down the hill. Listen to her humming now. This thing works so hard, but it does do it. Listen to that thing. Barely get that thing turned around. It just almost doesn't have enough power. It's spinning the tires a little bit. Some of you are probably wondering, why don't you just buy a bigger tractor? We actually do have one. We've got the New Holland, which is 163. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Our New Holland right now is 140 something. I just realized we never did the engine upgrade. I might do that too today. We went ahead and bought a new plow. We've got a 3 meter. It's actually up at the store right now. I just need to go up there and get that thing picked up. This is our new planter. We bought the Vaterstad. I'm not sure how it's actually pronounced, but anyway, it works really good. It's a no-till, so it basically, it doesn't fertilize, but it cultivates and plants, and that is huge because we used to have to do a 3 meter cultivate and then a 3 meter plant. Well, this thing does 6 meter both, so it's really cut down the workload. Fertilizing is easy. Fertilizing, you can knock out a 24 right now. We got a 24 meter. You can knock out a 24 meter swath in not too much time at all. So this thing here, we're overworking today, but we're gonna put, let's see, 81.9 hours. Man, we're really stacking the hours on this bad boy. we're actually gonna just park this up over here. Now, how the crop destruction works is if you're running these big tires, you'll actually do some crop damage, and actually the planter going through the grass here will knock a whole swath out. You'll see here in a second what I'm talking about. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I take that. Well, it kind of seems like it is. Maybe it's not though. But you can definitely see the tractor. You can see where we're driving through. And it knocks the grass down one stage. Basically takes the flowers off. Kind of see the tracks in there. And that's how that works. And we love using it because it really does make you a lot more disciplined as far as not being able to cut across the fields and things like that, or you'll ruin your stuff. So that's it's definitely something I recommend putting in if you really want to give yourself even more challenge. And you'll see what we had to do to our New Holland, which is pretty nice. It's one of the reasons why you want to have this shed here so you can swap tires out, because I cannot stand the way these tires look. But this is our new tractor. I honestly can't remember if we had this in our last Chore Log. I don't think we did. I think we bought it right after that. And we've been using this thing to do all of our fertilizing. And these are the tires that you need, and you can see how it's not doing anything in the grass. Kind of drive over here. These things are coated, again, not to do any damage, no crop damage. You could drive over anything and no problem. But one nice thing, like I said, is once you own this little building here, you can just run up and we'll hit customize and we'll swap tires out. So we'll put the standard ones back on for $0. Now, if we did not own this little building, let's go ahead and do that, $0. If we didn't own one of these buildings, then, well, that's weird how it turned this around. We would have to drive this up to the farm store, and it would cost, I think, about $1,000 for the mechanic to do it. Obviously, you wouldn't want to do that too many times, so it's really nice that you can make that modification and not have to, you know, pay any money or anything for it. I'm kind of thinking here, though, we don't have a ton of money. We're at 15,000, but we meant to upgrade this thing right from the get-go. We just didn't have the money. Yeah, we're running only 143, so technically this is 2 horse less than that case. And we need to get this thing up to 163 because we just bought the 3-meter plow, and we've got to be able to have a little bit of power because that thing is rated for 180 also. And this thing still is actually a little bit small for that plow. But 10 grand, we'll go ahead and customize it, and that way this thing is done. So there we go. I think it just took our weight off again. At least it didn't spin us around. Oh, now we got more power. You hear that snoot when you start it up. We got a lot of work to do with this tractor today. Let's reset my track IR here. There we go. Yeah, track IR is really nice. I've been showing this in a live stream. I've got it a little bit more set up. I've actually got the controls now on my side panel, my SciTech side panel. But it's really nice because it allows you to do things that you can't do moving around with your mouse. Like, if for some reason, you know, I wanted to see, like, the front loader attachment, I can lean forward. If I wanted to go over here, you know, you can get all kinds of angles that you otherwise cannot do. Looking out your mirror, if you want to try to see out your mirror a little bit better, see what's going on. Like, a lot of times when I'm driving, especially in a tractor like this, I like to use that mirror and I look back and see what's going on back there. And sometimes I'll use it if I'm going on the road. Obviously there's buildings, we see the reflection, but I've actually done this to see if my beacon was on. So it's something I highly recommend because it's not that expensive. I mean, the whole track IR with the Pro Clip, which I also recommend, is only about $153. So it's a small investment, but once you get that thing set up, you know, it really adds a realism to what you're doing. And it works good in farming. It's not perfect, but it works pretty good. For trucking simulator, it's outstanding. And flight sim, oh my gosh, it is awesome. So there's a lot of games that you can use that for. All right, let's go up to the store and grab the plow. Whoa, I'm all crazy here. We're gonna grab that plow and we're gonna get that thing back here. Oh, this thing really zips along. I think it goes faster. Woo, this is nice. just cruising now. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a whole lot. Better get our signal lights on. Actually, I'm gonna turn those off. I know in real life you'd have them on, but they're kind of annoying me a little bit. All right, that car is gonna not be a problem there. All right, we'll go ahead and turn in here. It looks like we outran that car pretty good. And here is the new plow. Holy, what the heck. This is the one, Lee just picked it up today. There was actually a sale on it. And there we go. I think I actually undid my weight. There we go. Alright, so this is a 3 meter. Yeah, so what we did was we sold the smaller one and we intended to buy this one right away, but like I said, we actually got it on sale for about $19,000 earlier this morning, so I'm just coming up to pick it up. We still kept this one just in case, because plowing is a slow thing to do, in case if we got another guy that wants to help out, but obviously the next plow that we sell is this one, and we'll probably end up jumping up to something like this. This takes a 240 horse tractor, and what we got now will struggle like crazy. I know you can run it with about a 180 horse or a 180 something. We've got the Voltra that's over in Cisnavica server that's doing just fine with this plow. But I think that's a bit of a jump for our little New Holland here. So we're going to go with this one, which again is 180. All right, we made her back with our new plow. Now we need to go ahead and unfold this bad boy. Whoop, I should have had the thing lifted up first. That's in the owner's manual there. Otherwise you'll void your warranty. There we go. And then the next thing that we've got to do is turn on our GPS. And what we need to do, yeah, 24 meter, that'd be nice. That was because we were doing some fertilizing. So what we need to do is go ahead and we're going to flip that around and we're going to hit the automatic. Now this is a 3 meter, so we're going to set it to 3 meter. And then we're going to also click new. Now, plowing is a little bit different in the fact that you do have to offset, and that's what that blue line is for. And I'm going to leave that as is because I think that's right where we need to be. It is right there because that is the edge of the field. So that's what that is. That's what this whole part is here. And I'm a little rusty on that myself because honestly I have done not too many hours worth of plowing and using GPS. So anyway, that's what we're going to do right now, and then we'll go ahead and drop our HUD. Make sure everything's working. We'll get that tractor following that purple line there. It looks like everything is working as intended. Looking pretty good. Pretty much those red lines are right on what we're plowing and what's not getting plowed. When we get to the end of our row, we're going to raise up. Alright, so we just went down there and we just had a little bit miss, and I just realized the mistake that I guess I made is that I flipped the plow around, and I forgot with this GPS you're not supposed to do that. Supposed to leave it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up going the field like a ring, you know, going around and around that way. And this side over here wants us all the way out here, which I'll probably do. We'll go ahead and tell it to follow. We'll drop it down. And it's going to hang a little bit outside the field there on this pass. Yeah, but this thing is pulling it pretty nice, which I kind of knew it would because we use this setup where we are using it over on our Cisnavica server. We've also got, like I said, the Voltra with the 4 meter, and that thing is doing okay too. There we go. once you get everything set up, you'll get into a good rhythm and you'll really start to be able to hammer it out. So there's a nice little cut right there through the field. And with all the dirt stuff, the extra mods that we got, it really makes it fun when you're driving on the plowed surfaces. It gets to be bumpy. This tractor's not too bad though. It's doing pretty good with these tires on that it has. Alright. Let me raise that up. Now I kind of feel like we're in a good rhythm. Come over here. Let's see if we got all the way. Well, I might have missed a little piece there. Oh, we had it. Alright. There it is. One thing I do also like about using GPS is it kind of gives you a chance to sit here and look at all this beautiful tractor action. We call it tractor porn over on Twitch. It's just really neat to watch all the little pieces and the dirt and everything else. That's the GPS beeping at us, telling us we're almost to the end here. Look at that thing squat down on those tires when we picked it up. And there it goes. Well, this shouldn't take us too awfully much time, and we'll have this field cut out. This plow definitely does make it go a little bit quicker. Imagine if we had a second one going, we'd knock these fields out with a decent time. Alright, well that took about 15 minutes or so. Not too bad, definitely a little bit faster with a 3-meter. I just can't sit here and help to think about how weird it is though not to have my little buddy with me. He actually helped me on a very long video that we recorded yesterday. Actually, it was the hunter video. And that should make it up on YouTube before this one, but yeah, we ended up finally doing one of those, and it was a very, very long video to record, and so I knew today if there was any way I wanted to get a chore log out before my deer hunting season begins this weekend, I was going to have to go in it alone. And that'll be kind of, like I said, the common thing here in the future. I really want to be able to... Whoops. Paying attention here. I really want to be able to try to get a lot more content up on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel needs it. We need to get more content up, and it's just really hard to have a not even 7-year-old kid, you know, helping out with his school schedule and all the things that he's got going on. So I figure if I'm on here hammering on these farms like we are, I should definitely get to making some videos about it and get them up on YouTube, since that's what folks are always asking for. Alright, one more pass. This thing here really worked itself, but it did a good job. And I kind of looked at it, and it looks like I can probably move that offset over a little bit more, because I think honestly I was only doing about 2.5 meters, but I figured for today we'll just leave her as is. That way we get her all done. It wasn't too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Oh, there we are at the end of that row. Alright, now we can pick it up. I think we've got to actually... Oh no, you know what? I think that is the right way. Yeah, we need to have it tilted that way, and then we'll hit X. That's going to pick it up and set her down real nice on that little wheel there. Isn't that nice? That's how we transport now. And then we'll pull up. Actually, we'll just shut off the GPS for right now. And there we go. Driving across the grass here. We knocked a bit of it out, but within a few hours or by tomorrow, it'll definitely all be back again. Okay, well, I think that we will probably... let's see. I gotta check the fuel. Okay, this one's doing pretty decent on the fuel. Yeah, let's keep this thing dirty for a minute. Well, Then again, we probably should wash the plow, right? I know if we had Aiden here, he'd want to wash it. But yeah, we'll still get him in. Enough videos helping me, and I want to get the other guys too. We got all these guys on our server that are helping out all the time, and some of them were in here this morning. They had to take off and get doing a few other things, but it's kind of neat how this farm works because there's always people coming and going, and we're just like a big group that are always hammering away at it. And we'll just back this in right over here. In fact, we're obviously going to get this one out over the other one. So I'm going to switch to outside view there so I can kind of see a little bit more what I'm doing. I'm just going to park this right over here. I definitely do like this plow. Plowing is a little bit time consuming, but this is a nice little setup here. You can back it up and maneuver it pretty nice. Yeah, okay, so you cannot unhook it, so that means that we have to spin it? Alright, well, we'll unfold it. Hopefully it don't hit the wall there. Goofy thing. Kind of fit it right back like that. That should be good, and we'll let it down, and then we should be able to unhook. There we go. So that's interesting. I would have never thought that. I suppose because that wheel, it would teeter and fall over, so yeah, I just had to think about that for a second. Makes sense now. Alright, well, again, we'll get rid of our HUD, get back inside our tractor to the beautiful view here, and we're going to pick up, let's drop our weight first. Put that right there. And we may not actually be able to bring that weight now that I think about it. I was going to hook it up on the back here. But what I think we're going to do, because if we check out our animals, the animals right now need wheat and barley, and actually we need some silage and hay over there for the cows. So with that being said, I think we should probably take with us a wagon. And I'm not real fond of this one right here, so I think I'm going to... I don't know, maybe I'll just bring them both. Suppose it wouldn't hurt anything. We got so much horsepower under the hood of this thing now. It looks like it's doing okay. Alright, well, we're going to leave the weight here. I feel bad it's sitting out in the middle, but I don't think that'll be a problem for anybody. And let's go over and fill up wheat or barley. I'm thinking we've got a lot of barley right now, so we'll fill up some barley. Now, I've never done this. The other guys obviously have, but I've never, you know, taken wheat and barley and dumped it in for the pigs, but it should go right in, no problem. Let's see, we need to drive up over on this side. And I doubt that they're going to take very much. To be honest with you, I think what I'm going to do... Yeah, there's wheat and there's barley, so... I think we'll just fill the smaller trailer up with barley. It'd be funny though if they took all of it and then some. What I was wondering though. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's just go ahead and do it because we're gonna come back over this way and we can always, you know, dump the rest out. As far as the sheep go, they look like they're good. They just need to be cleaned, and we don't have any corn for the pigs. We could do some power food, but I don't think we're gonna bother with that today. It looks like the water, though, on the pigs is going to need to be done here fairly soon. Alright, now we got a little road train here. And drive out here. I think we're going to take the off-road route today. I like to call it the off-road route. Goes up and around the backside of our farm here. And we'll dump in some food and pick up all the food that they spill. Man, does this tractor really drive nice now, though. I definitely noticed a difference. I should have done a little recording today before the upgrade so we could kind of had a comparison, but definitely is working nice. see in our mirror back there, everything's coming along. Now we got the big hill climb. Ooh, man. I don't know if this would have done it. Oh, no. I don't think with the other horsepower there we would have done this. This thing actually seems like it's struggling harder than the case. Can't say I went up here with the full wagons though. Look at this thing just working. 143 horse, I don't think would have cut it. There we go, we made her. We're almost going to be going back down. Alright, let's pull up here now. I'm going to drive over the spilt food just because I'm really wanting to know if this works. I'll feel like a goof if it doesn't. Well, it's going to try to do that one first, so let's... Actually, I'm going to turn on my HUD because I got so many things hooked up. There we go. And it's still trying to drop that one. Okay, whatever. Yeah, they really didn't take that much at all. I didn't think that they would. There's only 33 pigs here. And if we pull this over here now, we'll drop that there for a minute. And we should see, yeah, there's your wheat and barley. So we got up to 4,400. Suppose I could have looked at those numbers before and gotten an idea too. Exactly how much they need. We'll have to go and scoop some hay and silage. So for that, we should have some hay. I think they said there's hay already over in the shed by the cows. So this is how this will work here. We just drop our bucket down. Get rid of that HUD again. And just kind of drive along here and scoop everything up. There we go. Now we got her. And all we need to do here is just dump it right on top there, and then that way they're all cleaned up. Okay, well the pigs are sorted out. That ought to get them going again a little bit. We'll back up here. Kind of wish we had the power food. I wish we had some corn. I'm thinking we're going to probably end up renting the equipment to do some corn. And that way we'll get one field of it and we can start really feeding our pigs. I gotta be honest, the other reason why I wanted to load both these trailers was for these hills, just to see what would happen. And boy, it does work the tractor. So we'll head back to the farm, dump this off. Alright, I want to see what happens going down this hill, because it seems like we're really picking up some speed. Whoa. We might set a new speed record here. Look at this thing getting along now. Just cruising. Boy, does this thing go good when you're going down a hill with the heavy load. Oh, here comes another hill. Boy, you can really hear it working. This is something that I absolutely love about Farming 17, and just that one thing, the sound. It's just amazing in this game. Alright, we'll get this stuff dropped off and then we'll get over those cows. Alright, let's go ahead. They don't have a lot of food down. Of course, there is only 2 cows over here, so it's not too bad. We'll go ahead and start scraping along here. There we go. Pick up that side, and we should have just a little bit more here. We'll make our second pass here. There we go. And that's all you gotta do to clean the animals. It's just that right there. Alright, and then it says that they need some silage or hay. And that is something that we don't have over here. I thought they said we did have hay, but at least they still have 2,300. It'll probably honestly take them a day or two. But I'm not seeing any hay pile, just a straw pile, so I always enjoy driving down this road. It's kind of bumpy. There we go. Didn't get hit by a train today. Alright, and it looks like they don't have too much food down either. Check on my bucket here, get that situated right. Whoop, we hit the trough there. Alright. Got 3 sheep now. We had them reproduce one for us. We'll dump some food right on their head. Whoa! Whoa, hello there! These are magical sheep. What in the heck is up with that? It's like we're lifting the sheep. Let's take the sheep with us. Oh dear God, I thought it was actually coming with. That is too funny. These are very magical sheep. I just want to check my bucket here to make sure. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it looks like we're all situated. We'll go around the field this way. Yeah, I made some nice changes in my edit. There's a shed that you can put right here now. Got rid of all those trees. And I also added a road when you drive around. I actually showed the edit. If you guys were watching our live stream, which I hope you were last Sunday, started out the stream over on Twitch and showed my work there, but I actually made a road that goes right through here. And smoothed all this out, and of course moved the trees, and it just connects right to here. And ends up going, I don't know if we're going to even be able to do this. Going a little off-road, and the road winds up through the mountain here. It's really nice. And just kind of bummed out I can't get the thing to work though. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I know what's causing it, I just don't know how to fix it. And it's nothing that I did. It's missing some things. It's pointing things in the wrong direction. And I just haven't had time to kind of figure it out. But yeah, that's where my road goes through. Kind of smooths all that out. It's still a hill, but obviously not like that. And then this road actually, well, I kept this, but my parking lot goes all the way out to here, and it's all flattened out. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So hopefully we can get that working here pretty soon. Got a couple of guys that are going to help me with that, hopefully. And we'll pull this up to, let's see. Let's go right back over here. That way we can kill 2 birds with 3 stones. And because only, actually that's a little bit annoying, isn't it? Well, here, let's go drop this off. Only admins can switch tires out, and I really wish Giants would either change that or give us the option that once we own all these different tires and things like that, you know, should let everybody change them out. And because of that, since there's only a couple of us on this server that are admin, we're having to put the tractor away with those little skinny tires. Well, if the guys wanted to take this out and do some plowing with it, then it's gonna look a little bit kind of weird like this, and that doesn't look right. So it is definitely something I hope to see changed in the future. So this is how we end up putting it away in the shed. Later on we'll have designated tractor, or we'll actually own the big sprayer, which will of course allow us to, you know, leave the tires on all the time. We'll give her a little bit of a washing. I don't want to really clean it up too much though. I don't like going all Aiden style. But I think a clean tractor looks like one that's been working, so we'll leave a little bit on there, right? Alright, now we'll back this into the shed. We still got one tractor that's out in the field. Whoop. Getting a little bit crooked here. And Lee's been looking at the numbers here, and he's kind of thinking that we might be better off to get rid of that case harvester that we've been talking about and actually leasing one. He thinks it'll be cheaper a day, and he's probably right. So he was going to do a little bit more math on that. I told the guys, you know, whatever you want to do. It don't matter to me. This thing here at 26, maybe it's up to $2,700 a day, is just killing us in maintenance. So I don't know if we're going to see this one too much longer. Even if we were to repurchase one of these brand new, which I wouldn't do because I want to upgrade, it would only be about $600 a day. So this thing, you know, we inherited with the farm, and it's old and it's got a lot of maintenance. But so that may not be here next time. We'll be able to cut the bleeding on that. And of course, we've got our new haul in here now upgraded. That's awfully nice. In our case, I'll just leave that set here because the next guy in today will go ahead and hammer out that field. We'll have some fertilizing that'll need to be done on all of our fields. And you know what? I think we forgot to fertilize that before we plowed it. That's something that you want to do. So whoopsie daisy there. I don't know if it was fertilized. It might have been. They were talking about it earlier. But you want to try to fertilize your field and then plow, because then you can fertilize again. You can knock out 2 of the 3 cycles all in kind of one shot. And it just kind of makes things a little bit easier for you later on. But if not, then you just got to, you know, pay attention in the next couple days. We've got to get in and get that fertilized. So, well, with that being said, folks, that's going to be the end of Chore Log number 2. And I will be back as soon as I can here. I'm going to be going off on a little bit of a deer hunting adventure, really only a couple days. And, of course, we've got a Thanksgiving holiday next week. So, if all goes well, I'll get another video up for farming next week or so. But it might be 2 weeks, just because we've got some big things planned with Microsoft Flight Sim and buying some of the scenery stuff for it. So we'll be doing lots of farming and flying and all the other simulator games. Oh, and next week I think we're gonna probably get the open rescale map for ATS. It's in beta right now, so there's gonna be so much going on. So anyway, make sure you're following us over on twitch.tv/GunninGamerz, where there's always plenty more farming and simulator games happening. And as always, don't forget to leave me a comment, hit that like button on your way out, and until next time, take care.